Second Samuel 22 and verse 19 says, they prevented me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my stay. The Lord comes to our rescue even when we do foolish things. When I was about probably 6 or 7 years old, I was over there at Redbud School, and at the end of the elementary school building, they had a great big old playground. And I was in about first or second grade, and they had tires, they had swings and stuff out there, but they had tires of all shapes and sizes out there, and they'd let us play with them. And they'd stack them up, and they'd do first one thing, another one, but they were the big old drainage sticks that went out through there, and it had a concrete culvert around it. You know, the ground come up like this, and that drainage pipe was right here, and it was about that deep. And the ground kind of just went down to that drainage ditch down through there. And they would line them tires up, side by side, like crackers in the sleet, and jump them. Well, I never did jump no tires much. I was scared. You know, I was always scared of everything. And so, but there's a little old blonde-haired girl out there in my grade, and I was just in love with her. And she is standing over there watching. And so I thought, well, she's watching them jumping tires, I'm going to jump the tires too. So I got over there, and I ain't never been skinny. I've always, you see me right here, that's what I've looked like all my life. And so I got over there, and I told them, I said, line them tires up, I'm going to jump. And one of them boys said, they've been jumping about 10, 11 of them, because some of them's about that big, some of them's full size. And they said, how many do you want us to line up? I said, just line them all up. I want to jump them all. So I got over there and I backed up, and there was a barbed wire fence way over yonder. And people would back up, you know, just to hear about as far as maybe that second table right there, and they'd run and jump. Well, I backed up all the way to that barbed wire fence. Now, let me tell y'all something. I had on my Star Wars t-shirt. I was proud of that t-shirt. And I had on my Husky blue jeans. Mama would take me to Ben Gomes. How many of y'all know Ben Gomes? We'd go to Ben Gomes, and we'd pull up in the yard out there, and I'd say, now, Mama, if you're going to go in there and tell them people I want Husky blue jeans, I ain't going in the door with you. Because she'd walk in the door, she knew everybody in town. She knew all them women that answered the back there. And that doorbell ring, we'd come in the door, and they'd say, hey, Maxie, what do you need? Mama said, he needs some Husky, but just loud, just tell everybody. He needs Husky blue jeans. And I said, I ain't going in there. If you don't tell him I want Husky blue jeans, I ain't going. But I had on my Husky blue jeans, and I had on my Star Wars t-shirt, and I had my hair fixed just like I like it. And I was ready to go. So I backed up all the way to the back of that barbed wire fence, and I took off running. And I got all the way down to that culvert. And when I did this right here, I don't remember what happened from right here till I woke up over here. And I had a girl tell me later, this is true. I had a girl tell me later there was a TV show that used to come on called Shazam. And it was about this boy. It was a real life people show. And it was a superhero show. And he would turn into this superhero and he would fly. But he would fly like this. There's a show come on with it called Isis, and she flew like this. When they fly on the show. And she said, you flew like Isis. Because when I jumped off that thing, she said, I jumped off up and I said, and jumped off, both arms behind me, and I tell y'all people, I cleared every one of them tires, and I landed on the ground out there and just skidded to a stop in a cloud of dust. And I don't know where I was at. I don't know nothing until I opened my eyes up finally, about knocked the breath out of it, about knocked me out. And there's a little boy he was the one that stood all them tires up. He was standing there looking at me. When I finally opened my eyes up, the dust still just settled. And he looked at me and he said, are you all right? And I said, how does my hair look?